So, the other day I was scrolling on TikTok. I had happened to bump into a video, and the caption on the video was he was saying that gaming has saved his life. So, after watching the video, I think it was like a 3 minute video or whatnot, and he explained why. I put a comment on there and told him I totally agree with him. One thing about gaming and in terms of just relaxing yourself, especially mentally. So I agree, because back when I was a kid, I did go outside and play and have fun with the kids and whatnot, but gaming was the one thing that I always went to. It was my to go to, especially like an escape. So the title of the video, of course, is going to be gaming and mental health, and I'm going to explain why I named it. Because a lot of people talk about how gaming is a waste of time, and you know, it basically is it's just one of the things that most people shouldn't be doing for whatever reason or whatnot, and they don't think that it really helps you out in a lot, especially mentally, or they just feel like, well, you shouldn't be wasting your time with. But I'm here to tell you, as a 40-year-old gamer, I've been playing video games since I was a kid. I think the first time I played a gaming console back in 1992. So, and that was the regular Nintendo. So, but I'll tell that on another video or whatnot. But I want to tell you about the pros and cons of gaming. You know, a lot of people have different ways of coping mechanisms, and relaxing, especially dealing with a hard day, worth hard days of work, and everybody have their own ways of dealing with things, especially with the times are today, because times today is so stressful, and a lot of stuff that's going on, and a lot of people try to find ways of relaxing themselves, and most people go to gaming. Like I myself, I go to gaming as well, and that's why I do what I do. So I'm gonna tell you a few pros of gaming, starting with stress relief. I can't stress that. I definitely can't stress that enough. I mean, especially when you're dealing with a hard day of work, trying to get home, dealing with your significant other or whatnot, or just coming home, and just try to relax your mind, because one thing about it, your mind is very important. And, and a lot of people take that for granted, so you have to relax. It just, and because a lot of people, they'll crash out on you, like, like real quick. So, you'd have to, you know, take the time to relax or find something. Most people drink, smoke, they do things. They all have their own ways of relaxing. So that's one of the pros to, gaming. Another pro is the benefits, training your mind, dealing with puzzles, and, something, like dealing with games, puzzles, and, trivia quizzes and stuff like that to kind of train your mind, because I guess as you get older, I learned that as you get older, if you play more video games, especially with puzzles and stuff like that, it trains your mind, it keeps you, keep your mind active. So that's another good thing. I mean, I play more shooting than anything else, though. uh, Another thing about gaming, social connection. So, well, it all depends. Social connections or whatnot. Most people do connect with people well on video games, or most people, they just have that connection. If they're going outside or whatnot. But social connection really does help, especially when it comes down to gaming, because you do meet a lot of different people, especially all across the world. And with the internet and the technology that we got today, you know, you talk to anybody and you have a good connection with that person. You know, I mean, and who knows, down the road y'all become good friends or whatnot, and just be playing all the time. So, it does have good social connections to that. Um, Another thing, as I said, another thing, self-esteem. So it does build up your self-esteem. It does definitely build up your self-esteem. One thing about it, you have confidence, especially when you're coming into playing games, especially when you're coming into other lobbies. Now I know most people are gonna be coming on lobbies and talking trash and all that stuff, but you don't let that shake you. So a lot of people do that though. They try to do that to try to intimidate and do all the other stuff. So it does help with the self esteem. And it does help outside of gaming as well though, because if you carry that confidence in gaming, you can carry that confidence in life. So um, therapeutic. Like I said, it's about relaxing. It's about enjoying the game. Me myself as a casual gamer, I am a casual gamer, so I enjoy just sitting down and just enjoying a good game for like at least 30 minutes to an hour or so. And a lot of people play games, just to get from the escape of the hustle. Just try to get out of reality some. So and that I can't understand that because I do that a lot. I do just hop on the game and just play and relax and just enjoy myself because life's so short right now, and with a lot of things that's going on, you wanna enjoy life to the fullest because you just don't know what's gonna happen to you. So those are some of the pros of gaming. Now the cons. I mean, I don't know if most people already looked this up on the internet. I'm just speaking, my thoughts and opinions on this. So the cons of this, of course, excessive play. You know, if you don't have balance and if you don't have the balance and moderation to yourself, you will lose yourself into playing games. You have to set yourself a time limit to whatever playing the games because I know you don't have a lot of time to play video games or a lot of time to just try to sit down and have fun because I know everybody else have a lot of stuff to do. So but you have to discipline yourself when it comes to gaming because it can get addictive and it can definitely distract you, especially when it comes to dealing with life issues and especially responsibilities. So you have to take you know, the time to get away from gaming for a second just to clear your mind because when you don't do that, you lose yourself and you don't want to do that. So, and another con to this, toxic environments. One thing about that does affect you too. And I'm gonna tell you why, because you can meet somebody that could be so toxic. When you coming in doing playing a good decent game like Battlefield I'm playing right that you see on the screen. So you can come in and just play a casual round or whatnot. Somebody come into the chat, they decide to talk trash to you and do all this stuff to you. So now you upset with them, and then you you give them that exact same energy that they give you, and that draws problems. So you don't want that. So I'll give you an example of that. So if anybody know the article that came up about a year ago by the YouTuber, a guy named of Edward Kane, that went all the way to New Jersey to Florida just to go hurt somebody because of a video game. He literally flew all the way over from New Jersey to Florida to go attack somebody over a disagreement on the game. So, and I think he got like charged for second degree murder or something like that. So it was just crazy. So, you know, it's crazy how people will crash out so bad on a video game, which is just ridiculous. You shouldn't be crashing out. You're supposed to be enjoying yourself. But a lot of people take this stuff to the heart for whatever reason, and to me, that's not me. And I don't want anybody to be like that because that would definitely mess. It would mess with you as your character and who you are or what you are. So, you know, don't be like these other folks that just take games to the heart because at the end of the day, you just come to have fun. You just you hop on a stick and have fun. So, overall, to this video, to all my gamers out there, to all my content gaming creators out there, what I want to say on this video is take care of yourself. Take care of your mind. Because I know that we're dealing with a new age now. People are live streaming. People are trying to make money on here, but a lot of people, they forget to have fun when it comes to playing these games. They forget to enjoy themselves. They get trapped into trying to. I understand we all want to make money on, doing content and all, but don't get trapped. Don't trap yourself into something that you can't get yourself out of. In other words, what I'm saying is, don't let this turn you into something that you're not. Because at the end of the day, once you become that and you put yourself out there like that, they're gonna villainize you. They're gonna make you into that. If that makes any sense. So but that's my time, you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. I'm on the road to 500. So, and again, just take care of yourself. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video.